my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot. So you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, head. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like, hated to love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. A healthier Kittle was back in his Pro Bowl form in 2021. Even missing 13 games the last 3 years, he's still second among tight ends in yards since his breakout 2018 campaign. Gets another chunk of yards there and a first down with that catch. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance, flush to his right. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Set, ready, 60 ready.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mayfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
50 cent, Mike, 50 cent. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Check 50, check 50. Alert, 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 alert. 57, Mike 57.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. Kings. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, McCaffrey able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield swings this out here for Cohen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. Okay. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, alert 33. Watch the curls. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Now Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, right side, and he finds Gray. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Regular. Run.
Mayfield down. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 36, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now left side on the swing pass. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Let's go. 33, yellow.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Injuries got to McCaffrey again in 2021. He's played just 10 games since his historic 2019 season. He's been averaging well over 100 yards per game when he's out there, though. And fans of the game are hoping this is the year he gets back to a full season of work.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Good track. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert.
A first down throw for Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Alert, alert.
Mayfield on play action. Forced out to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Push him back. Push him back. 57 to Mike. 57. Pistol. Come on. 57. Mike.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Yellow, 22.
They'll go option to the short side. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 48 yards. And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
It's over, it's over, it's over.
A big play there. 69 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now here's Ross. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, McCaffrey, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the odds and I'm up in the score. I get the and jump in the ball. Back to the morgue, take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm moving them on. Back when they they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form. Surprise, come on me. All over my vibes, the good I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the eyes, still applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my constant, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always gotta